Oh my God. I'm going to speak now the truths that are the most intolerable for people to hear, and therefore I give extreme caution that if you're weak of heart, or if you're religious particularly, or if you find sexual matters uncomfortable to listen to, unbearable to listen to, then do not go on. Stop the video right now, because you're gonna hear the most obnoxious and obscene truths that actually could be spoken. And then, so these are the secrets that are kept, that we ourselves keep from us. And then, therefore, since I have discovered that the secrets that we keep are the source of our problems a lot of times, all the problems in the world, I feel, are stuff that needs to be spoken, but we keep hidden, that we don't voice. These are the cause of the problems, the sicknesses, the maladies that we globally share with each other. And since I am the voice of the soul, I speak the truth accurately and honestly, as I started saying recently. I am going to speak these taboo subjects, these taboo truths that need to be spoken, and only go on if you willingly accept the responsibility of, and if you're able to handle the truth, if you feel like you're able to handle to the truths that are unspeakable, can you handle the truth? If you feel you can, then go on, because it's going to be revealed to you. I feel if everybody talked about this stuff freely, then we wouldn't have all the problems that we have. It's all this truth that needs to be revealed. I'm going to reveal it now, because I just... Imagine a devout nun, for example, okay? That is prominent. And then kneeling in front of the crucifix, the Catholic crucifix, which always has the Christ figure on it, crucified, nailed to the cross. And then do think about why this image of Jesus he's always depicted with a six-pack, right? My brother-in-law would say this. He always show him, he's Catholic, he's noticed. They always showed him the most appealing six-pack and the pecs and everything, the muscles, everything, such of a, like a male supermodel, you see. Imagine why this would be. And then now imagine this most devout, most prominent, most strictest adherent of nuns being consumed with guilt. This is the reason of the cough. This is stuff that needs to be spoken. So, because they're sexually aroused by that, but that the image of Christ, which you could see happens, and then the notion of sexuality being so so considered sinful, in strict religion, specifically Christianity. Why it is that way? Well, it's the source of so much guilt and shame in people. Why would they want that? Because then they would have power over you because of that. The church would have power over you because then you would go to the church to confess these sins, and then there's so much. If sex is bad, then it is so sinful. Then you're so worthless, and the need of mercy of Jesus's mercy and his sacrifice, his shedding of the blood. And think about, he's there on the cross shedding his blood for you being for the non being. So the thought of Jesus Christ being sexual himself, okay? Jesus Christ as a kid, as a teenager, jerking off. Think about how horribly people get pissed at Christians, devout Christians. I've spoken to about this. Get so that's blasphemy. That is blasphemy. That is just. There's all these words come to mind. I will put them on a screen. Think of them, the synonyms to blasphemy, and the words that they use for people, the obnoxious truths that people say. I'll just put them in the Bible, in the title of the video. And so, but that's not it. That's just part of it. There's more. There's more that I won't even reveal in this video, but I'll reveal some of it in this video. So the secrets that families keep, that perpetuate sickness and obnoxious behavior and so much problems in those families, and I've seen so much of it. Like almost every family has it. You see, it's just that we are so good at keeping the secret. And then I see, look, it's so clear when there's covering up. When somebody covers something up, it's just so blatantly obvious. You can see it. You see it. And then some are, I would say, worse than others or better than others. You take your pick, there are, families you walk into, the more secret, more darkness. I don't want to call it darkness to describe it. There's just less transparency, opaqueness, I would call it. Yes, there's so much opaqueness, and there's some families, some institutions, there's more clarity. To go into a college and see opaqueness, to see restriction of communication, that they say, a psychology teacher who doesn't want to talk about sex, you think about that, and then would forbid my YouTube channel because the sex in there is offensive. You think about that. that is something fascinating, that in her lectures doesn't talk about sexual matters, is offended by it, and avoids addressing something about that. And then so having seen this so much, like, this is the way I see the world now. I see when I talk to somebody and I see the language of concealment, like a politician talking, isn't that there's something about that the politicians are the best at talking in a way with you. They ask the question, the best at answering it in a way that conceals the truth. Right? You can tell, you can listen to somebody, a salesman trying to push something on you, and they're hiding what's wrong with the product that they're selling, that it's not actually good for you, it's going to do you harm. Right? Did you see that? And then the eyes, I was talking about the X-ray eyes. What I see with my eyes is the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. I see the elephant in the room and I describe it and I talk about it. That's what I do. You see it? There's an elephant right there. You look at it. Okay, so here it comes. Uh, a lot of families have incest, have at least thoughts of incest, attraction. Let's say a daughter gets abused sexually by the father, okay, in early childhood, and then actually feels attraction for the father sexually. You imagine all of the defense mechanisms, all of the behaviors that would, and the sicknesses that would come up because of, if they're trying so desperately because it's such a horrendous taboo, okay? Sibling sexuality, okay? How horribly taboo that is. And then the reason it's evolutionary, our genes do do better if we sexually get mated with people of diverse genetic makeup, because then that would it's healthier. I don't want to go into that right now. That royalty that has inbreeding becomes sick, becomes not healthy. So okay, so then it's that's the reason this stuff is taboo. And then because it's so taboo, it doesn't get talked about. And then the stuff that doesn't get talked about is the stuff that makes people sick. I think I should make this video and can do it without the coffin. There we go.